What's up guys, Chigs there from Chigs Tech Reviews. So today I've got my hands on Mobvoi's brand new budget smartwatch. So this is the TicWatch E3. So it is in fact a full-featured smartwatch running WearOS by Google, powered by the latest Snapdragon 4100 chipset with 24-hour heart rate monitoring. You have SpO2 monitoring and it's IP68 certified and lots more. And if I just quickly bring in Mobvoi's flagship smartwatch, the TicWatch Pro 3. Now the new E3 model has exactly the same health features, exactly the same Google Wear OS, and also exactly the same chipset. So both watches have the Snapdragon 4100, but in comparison the TicWatch E3 is a budget smartwatch and it's available for only $199 or £179 in the UK. Now quick look what you get inside the box. So you do get a quick start guide. You have a magnetic USB charger, and this is actually exactly the same charger you get on the TicWatch Pro 3, and I'll show you. It actually works on the TicWatch Pro 3. So the same charger supplied with the new E3 model. So they do give you a spare watch strap to give you more options, but you can actually use any 20mm band on this watch. Now the watch dimensions, it's 44mm in diameter with a thickness of 12.6mm, and it weighs only 47.4 grams with the straps on. Now on the front you're looking at a 1.3 inch TFT display with a screen res of 360 by 360, and it is a 2.5D curved tempered glass on top. Now the watch case is made completely from plastic, and that includes the back, the sides and the bezels. And this is how the watch looks on my wrist. Now I do have a wrist circumference of 7 inches and the watch feels super comfortable and light on the wrist. So you can see you have a minimalistic design. So yeah, one design fits all. I do like that approach. Now straps are made from silicone. Again, plain design, and they're very easy to remove and replace with your own 20mm strap. So then you've got the quick release, so you can switch up quite easily. On the side of the watch we have 2 buttons and a microphone. On the other side there is nothing, but just underneath you will see your loudspeaker. Now at the bottom of the watch you will find your optical heart rate sensor and charger pins, and I'll quickly show you the charger again. So magnetic USB charger, it sticks in place, very secure. Plug that into any USB source and it takes just over 90 minutes to fully charge that 380 milliamp hour battery. So yes, smaller battery than the TicWatch Pro 3, and you get a slightly smaller battery life as well. So this watch from general use will give you 1 full day of battery life. Furthermore, this smartwatch does connect to your smartphone via Bluetooth, and it uses an app called the Mobvoi app and the Google Wear OS app. Now this watch does have built-in single band Wi-Fi. You've got a multi-satellite GPS, that's a triple satellite GPS. You've got built-in NFC with Google Pay, and this watch also supports Bluetooth phone calls and replying to notifications and texts when connected to an Android smartphone. So I'm connected to an Android smartphone here, and my notifications can be replied to directly from the watch. So for example, here is a Twitter tweet. If you scroll to the bottom, you can reply, retweet and like, and you do have similar options for other notifications. But if you connect this watch to an iPhone, all the health features will work fine, exactly the same as Android, but you won't be able to take Bluetooth phone calls or reply to messages or notifications directly on the watch. Now, as I already mentioned, this smartwatch is running official Wear OS by Google. So that means you have the Google Play Store, you have third-party app support, you also get Google's voice assistant and very handy NFC payments via Google Pay. The OS is very smooth in operation. As you can see, there is no lag whatsoever. The touchscreen is very responsive, and the watch can track your daily fitness activities, which include step counters, calories, distance, 24-hour constant heart rate tracking, and you also have your SpO2 blood oxygen monitoring, and all of the health activities can be viewed from the smartphone app via the Mobvoi app. So when you open up, you'll see your connection information. You will see a watch faces section where you can download more watch faces, and then you have some customization option for your tiles, Google Assistant and some advanced settings. Now that was the Google Wear OS app, but you've also got the Mobvoi app. It will specifically show you all your health tracking. So you can see today's information right there: 7 minutes exercise, 1 active hour, 246 steps. And if you tap on health, it will give you a detailed report for the day, and you also have a full calendar so you can switch and check out the information and reports on other days. Now, sleep tracking is also available, and that includes daytime naps. So if you have a daytime nap like I did, you can see there 11:46 a.m. to 1 p.m. I had a power nap, 1 hour 30 minutes. I was brainstorming and I actually accidentally fell asleep, and before I noticed, 1 hour 30 minutes had elapsed. Everything was logged on the smartwatch automatically, and it even gives information on how the sleep was. So 36 minutes deep sleep, 32 minutes light sleep, and 10 minutes I was awake. The sleep tracking is really good and accurate, but what I like is the way the health reports are presented. The only other smartwatch that can give you sleep tracking on this level is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3. No other watch, including Apple Watch, can give you sleep tracking and reports on this level. Coming back to the watch, this watch is IP68 certified, so good for swimming and tracking your strokes, distance, calories and time, etc. Now let's deep dive into the watch features. And here is the default watch face, and if you want to change it, just keep the center pressed for a second or two, and then you'll be able to scroll through and select a number of watch faces, and I'll give you a few examples on the screen right now. Okay, so closer look at the watch features. If you swipe down from the top, you've got your quick toggles, so aeroplane mode, brightness, sounds, you've got your Google Pay settings and do not disturb, and at the bottom you've got your connection information for Bluetooth, and you can see your battery percentage. Now if you swipe towards the right, you've got your Google Assistant. If you swipe up from the bottom, you've got your notifications and your emails, your texts, your social media, everything comes through here. And if you're connected to an Android phone, you can actually reply to the notifications directly from the watch. If you're connected to an iPhone, you won't be able to reply, but you can still read the notifications. Now, if we swipe towards the left, you've got your health tiles. So that is all your health at a glance. If you tap it, it will give you a detailed report for the day. And the same information is available directly from the smartphone app. If you swipe again, you've got your local weather. And again, you can tap it for detailed weather information. If you swipe again, you've got your calendar events. If you keep going, you've got your heart rate sensor, and that is pretty much all the tiles. And you can also add additional health tiles from the smartphone app. Now, if we press the top button, it will bring up all your apps, and we'll go through it together. We've got Tic Health, Tic Exercise, Tic Pulse, Tic Sleep. We've got Tic Oxygen, Tic Zen, Tic Breathe, Tic Hearing, Tic Care, Agenda, Alarm, Calculator, Cardiogram. I downloaded that myself. We've got Contacts, Essential Mode, Find My Phone, Fit Breathe, Fit Goals, Fit Health, Fit Workouts, Flags, Flashlight, Google Pay, Hand Washing. You've got Mobvoi Privacy, you've got Phone, Play Store, Reminders, Settings, Shazam, Stopwatch, Strava. I downloaded Strava, by the way. You've got Timers, Translate, Voice Messages, and Local Weather. I'll quickly show you a few things. So let's have a look at the Google Play Store first of all. So Google Play Store will allow you to download many apps, and if I show you some featured apps, it will give you an idea of what to expect. So all the popular health apps are there. You've got so many other useful apps for navigation. You've got Telegram, you've got social media apps, and you've even got your music apps as well. So the Google Play Store, very useful. Here is your phone dialer. So you've got your call history, private number 2 hours ago, your contacts, and you can dial straight out. Again, this is an Android feature, and I want to show you this in action. So all right, we're going to test out the phone call feature. Okay, phone call should be coming through any second now. So that's what you can expect. The watch is in fact vibrating right now. Now all you do is select answer.
So this is a quick audio test to determine the speaker quality of the actual smartwatch. So I'm speaking into my phone right now, talking to you guys directly on the smartwatch. Alright, so just swap things around. I am now talking directly into my smartwatch, and you guys should hear my voice on the loudspeaker of the smartphone.
So that was the Bluetooth phone call test. Now you have two ways of tracking your fitness. You've got Google Fit and you've got your TicFit. Now the benefit of that is really compatibility. So if you prefer using Google Fit for your health tracking, you have the option. If you want to use TicFit, you can do that. If you want to use something like Strava, you also have the option. So the versatility is pretty awesome. TicWatch 3's essential mode or power saving mode kicks in automatically when the battery drops below a certain level. But you can of course manually switch to essential mode like I just did, and that will pretty much allow you to achieve a 30-day battery life. And essential mode switches off all the unnecessary features, but it will leave on the date, the time, step counter, heart rate sensor and sleep tracking. Everything else is disabled. Now what I want to do is test out the accuracy of the health tracking. That is quite important. So I'm going to put the watch on my wrist. Here is the O2 ring. It's a medical grade heart rate and blood oxygen monitor, which I'm wearing the wrong way around. It's a medical grade heart rate and blood oxygen monitor, so it will give you accurate results for your heart rate and blood oxygen. You can see the results already, 96% blood oxygen and 105 beats per minute for heart rate. So we're going to compare it to the TicWatch, and this should tell us how accurate the TicWatch is. So let's begin with the heart rate. So if we just open up TicPulse, so we are measuring the heart rate sensor. So whilst testing this watch out, I have learnt that it does take a good 30 seconds to get an accurate reading, but you do have an accurate health tracker. So you can see 104 versus 103, 102, 106. So it is very close. I would say it's pretty accurate, but you've got to give it a good 30 seconds before you get an accurate reading. Now, the next thing we're going to test is the SpO2. So that's the Tic Oxygen. Now I've got to stay dead still for this to work. It's showing 94% and we've got 97% on the watch. So this does support 24-hour automatic background blood oxygen detection, and it can give you alerts if it's an abnormal reading. So it doesn't stay on constantly, it just tracks it regularly throughout the day. So it doesn't seem like the blood oxygen monitoring is on par with the medical grade sensor. You can see there is a slight discrepancy, but it's still close. It's not giving you a really low rating and scaring you like some other watches have with me in the past. And the final test that I like doing with my smartwatches is the screen on hand raise test. So TicWatch Pro 3 versus TicWatch E3. I'm expecting exactly the same speed because they are technically the same watches, same specifications, same chipset. So let's see what happens. That looked like exactly the same to me. We're going to try it again. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now I'll put that in slow motion so we can see exactly who won. 1, 2, 3. So exactly the same screen on hand raise speed there. So there you have it, guys. That was Mobvoi's TicWatch E3. This is a budget version of the TicWatch Pro 3, but you're getting the same chipset, same RAM, same storage, exactly same Google Wear OS, NFC, Wi-Fi, and exactly the same health features. But the TicWatch E3 is $100 cheaper. Yes, it's more budget orientated, budget build quality, budget screen, but it's bright and sharp enough for everyday use, including outdoor sports, etc. Now, I do love how light and compact this watch is on the wrist, and I do also like the minimalistic look. It's super comfortable, great fitness tracking capabilities, and you get very detailed health reports from the smartphone app. Simple layout, very user-friendly smartwatch. This is definitely a great option if you're looking for Google Wear OS and all its capabilities on a budget, and especially surprised that you're getting the latest Snapdragon 4100 chipset with this watch at this price point. Now do let me know what you guys think. I will leave the links in the description box for your convenience. Meanwhile, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.